we're back, and we got some loot. That's real cool. And no one died from explosions, so also cool. I'm counting this as a pretty solid win so far. It's nighttime. You're on the salt flats. Yeah. What's the go?
There was something nearby we were going to check out?
Was it the thing on the horizon, the big walking?
Yeah, that's certainly not
machine?
nearby.
Yeah, is it another journey to get there?
Let me have a look.
Because we were just trying to find.
Yeah, it's another. It would be another progress.
Would we know what this is from the journal, basically the accounts?
Probably. You would know that this is like the lizard folk city.
Yeah, like their moving city.
Yeah. Moving along on big caterpillar tracks through the salt.
Yeah.
Ash?
Yes.
I have a question.
Answering.
Yes, with all the death that's happened in this little area, would it be considered a place of power?
No.
Okay. No. Shucks.
Sorry. Places of power that you have been past a place of power today, though.
The tree?
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess that was today. Yeah.
I mean, today is in
this morning.
In this adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we head back. I mean, we've got.
Yeah. I
stuff.
mean, we can just head back and wrap up if we want to, and because I think that sounds fine. But yeah, Ray, did you want to?
Yeah, I at least want to scout out that place. We don't have to engage.
Without doing the travel, you can just kind of spend some time doing discern realities if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or you could do a spout lore to kind of find out what you already know about these sorts of places.
I'd like to do them in the opposite order, actually.
I mean, that's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, discern realities first, and then maybe spout lore about something I find.
Yeah, there's also, I don't know if this is the spot that Ash was talking about, but there was a glinting spot on the salt flats, I think.
That's further away, yeah.
Speckled.
Yeah. So if we don't want to go to the crawler, which seems like a whole big affair, we could go check that out.
Yeah, I mean that's 2 progress away.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Then
yes.
Yes.
Let's go to the crawler.
Discern.
Or discern realities about the crawler. Does anyone want to come with me on
I'm
my
totally
bike or on
coming.
the other bike? Awesome.
Totally. I'll be a backup scout.
So the thing is, I was reading about this place, and apparently the lizard folk are very hostile, and
they keep a patrol. But
yeah, and these bikes came from there, so they will probably try to attack us.
Or maybe not, because we have their bikes, and at a distance, it's just a bike.
I mean, you're not going to get close enough to be able to have that be a thing without doing the progress.
Yeah, because
a progress is between 4 and 8 hours of travel. So yeah.
In that case, discerning realities looks like getting close enough to.
I mean, there are around here. There are some kind of there would have been bluffs when this was an ocean. So getting up, climbing those on the bikes and getting a higher viewpoint would be a really good way to get a kind of clearer read on things.
Yeah. Okay. Let me roll and see what happens.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right. What here is useful or valuable to me? And I guess by here I mean in the crawler.
In the crawler, I mean you can't make out yet much about that. I think you can see that, but about finding out about the crawler and all those sorts of things. You can see the tracks that show that the crawler does come actually quite close. It comes into this space, right? It moves across this entire salt flat, like this part, right? Like this would have been like out into the ocean previously, right? This salt flat goes into the distance as far as you can see. But like this area, like this coast, it seems to be the crawler's territory, and it comes in right up in to the edge of it. It doesn't seem, the tracks don't seem to indicate that it ever goes past the edge of the salt, though.
It never goes like inland.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. When you disappeared for a moment, and so I don't know what your next question was.
Oh, sorry. What here is not what it appears to be.
There's smoke rising from the crawler. Makes sense. There's also smoke rising from that other thing. But
the speckled spot.
the bit where it's less shiny than where there's some it looks like it might be buildings or tents or something.
Well, what happened here recently?
What happened here recently in regards to the crawler? Those tracks indicate that the tracks that you're seeing that say that it comes in closer, it hasn't come in close for a while. For, I would say, a few weeks, maybe a month or two. I think that you can tell. If you know what's in the journals, then you can probably estimate that the last time that people encountered the crawler was the closest it's been. Like, it hasn't come closer since, right? The crawler was encountered, and then it went further out from the shore, and hasn't come closer since.
Is it currently moving away from us?
Not specifically.
Is it moving away from the smoky part of the salt flats?
It's not really, doesn't, like, its trajectory doesn't seem to be defined by either of those things.
Okay.
It's kind of moving semi-parallel to the, like, quote-unquote shoreline.
Yeah. As my last thing here, can I spout lore about what I've heard inhabits these salt flats other than this lizard folk thing? Like, I want to figure out what that other spot might have been.
Yeah, sure.
Melly, would you like to help?
Absolutely. I'm helping in whatever way I am needed.
Well, it's kind of general knowledge, like what lives or what's out here. What could that smoking spot be or have been? The smoking section, as we'll call it.
So if you're helping, then yeah, Ray can roll one of the dice.
Yeah, I think at some point, like, the salt flats are a cool feature that there's got to be some sort of tale or song about them or something that I know.
Yep.
That's a 12.
There are people who cross the salt flats and do trade. Most people who try that shit die.
Yeah.
And so that's why these traders are considered worthy of song. These yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like a future session we'll be making a pilgrimage to the 6-day stilt. Is that what I'm getting from this, Ash?
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, if this place is only 2 progress away, we could maybe try going there this session.
I don't think I wanted to try that this session just because it's like because the 2 progress has potential to bring in like multiple encounters to deal with.
Yep.
So given that
That's
we're
fair.
like right in the end thing, I don't want to like trigger more than one like thing. Which was like it, like these investigations could have resulted in like having to deal with another thing, which is why I was like, that's cool. But yeah.
I think the last thing to do here is make a really good map, so whoever checks this out in the future can get here much easier.
Ro, as he travels, scratches the map into his metal book.
Yeah. So yeah,
finger.
like this is
Cool.
like the edge of the salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lyak has also been keeping.
So what have you mapped today?
Well,
Uh,
Ro, do you want to?
The radish fields and the salt flats. He had maps to everything else.
Cool.
Already.
Excellent. Great.
do we have maps to the river?
Well, I mean, not to that particular point of the river, but yeah, I mean, I've been
Oh.
mapping, yeah, the radish clearing, the ghost gum, the river crossing,
Yep.
and the salt
Cool,
flats.
cool,
Salt flats, yeah.
Yep. Great.
So before we do any, well, I mean, are we making camp or just?
Did you want to make camp before you head back?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
Yeah,
makes
let's have
sense
a
to
little,
me.
little downtime.
Yeah. And one thing that Lyak wanted to do as well was to ask Ro if she can have a look at the metal egg that or pineapple. Yep. Because she just wants to have a look at it.
Yeah, he'll unhook it from his belt and hand it over. Be careful. I think it explodes.
Yep. And then she uses Origami Universe to open a couple of small portals. One just like off in the brush, like as far away as she can see behind Ro, and drops it through there.
Just
so it's
making
lost.
it be lost.
Yep.
Do you need to roll for that?
No,
No, you just do it.
it's just little small portals that you can just kind of
Yeah.
just pass small objects through.
A fun part of that move, Ash, is
easy.
that it says things on the other side can reach back.
Yep. So
That's
so yeah,
true.
that's a fun thing for you to.
I'm not doing
To-
anything that
to
you
do
see
in-
right now, at least.
in future uses, yeah.
Oh, we'll see.
So, how tall is Lyak?
About I don't know what's small for a probably like
5'4".
5'2" or something.
Yeah. 5'2", yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ro's about 3 feet tall. He's probably coming up to about mid-chest, I think. And so, yes, there's an angry, indignant, kobold-shaped person with a bug perched on his head, just hands on his hips, staring up at you.
I'm sorry, it was dangerous. I was concerned.
It was my dangerous thing.
Yes, but I was concerned that it might explode, or might not be safe, and cause damage to all of us, especially in our sleep.
He takes Marrow off his head and says, "Of course it was dangerous. That was the whole point of it. It was a bomb."
She just doesn't have doesn't have a good response.
Does someone want to roll the camp move, and we can see if this moves into a
Yeah.
discussion? Because it might do.
Yeah, I can do it if nobody else wants to.
Sure. Is everyone eating a ration?
Yep.
Yep. All right. And do we have what you would consider plenty of time left in the day?
Oh, definitely not.
No. Okay. Cool. It's gonna go great.
Wow.
Who's helping?
Uh,
I can help. Digging down through the salt so we can actually set up tents and build a fire and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sure. That sounds like
That sounds-
something.
Ro
That
is
sounds
making
great.
himself busy because he doesn't want to talk to Lyak.
That gets us to a 7 at least.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Everyone gets a camp action.
And we don't get attacked in our sleep.
No.
Thank you, Marlo.
He like wipes salt off his hands as he surveys his work. You're welcome. And he looks over at Ro, who's probably staring daggers at Lyak still. Any idea what's up with them?
So Ro had the little doll ball, and Lyak was jealous that Ro had a metal friend, and then she lost him.
Intentionally lost him.
I think so.
Wow, that's harsh.
Yeah. Tall people are sometimes not very nice.
Marlo is like 6'4".
No, sometimes you only have this much nice, but you have to stretch it for a really tall person, so there's not as much nice. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But
The nice isn't as wide.
yeah, but like you saved me, so you have a lot of nice, I think.
Mm-hmm. Very sweet.
I'm gonna go look for food.
Okay, have fun.
Okay, bye. Okay.
Wait. I have a request.
Yeah.
I need, out of character, I want to find something that'll help me get rid of my scarred debility. And I do have poultice's nerves, but I don't think that was actually scarring from anything. I think it was emotional when I got it. And so, like...
Oh, yeah, no, it's grumpy.
Yeah. Could you find Marlo either, like, some, like, peyote or something? Maybe, like, aloe vera. I don't know. Something soothing. Something nice to eat or smoke or whatever.
Yeah, I'll try.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Although I guess I have herbs with me, so...
So I'm gonna use my action to scrounge for more rations.
Sounds good. So that's a D4.
Okay. 4, and then I'll give Marlo one of the ones when I get back.
Sure.
Can I count that as not food,
yes.
but instead?
Yep.
Okay.
I will allow it.
And just looking at this, should I have maybe instead done that grenade stealing thing?
I feel like that sounded
moment?
like it was a moment.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Yeah,
I'm,
for
I'm
sure.
happy for that to be a moment.
So we mark XP then?
You both mark XP if you're... Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Great. Cool. Then the next morning you head back to town, I imagine. So,
Yeah.
let's do end of session. When you reach the end of session, you return to town more or less safely, regain any lost hit points or spells. Then look at your alignment. If you fulfilled that alignment at least once this session, mark XP. Carrie, did you complete your alignment?
I did, yes, which was to let me bring it up. To keep dangerous things away from those who would abuse them.
Cool, great,
I think-
excellent.
I
Mark an XP.
I think I did that.
Erin, did you?
Hi.
Melanie?
Melly's alignment is good. Perform your art to aid someone else. So yes,
Yeah. When
I-
when did you do that?
I helped. I used my music to heal. Lyak.
Lyak, yeah.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Mark an XP.
Sweet.
Ray, did you do your alignment?
Defend those weaker than you? That depends if Ro was weaker than me when he was being attacked by the radish skull. Because I think that's the only person I really defended this time.
Well, he wasn't getting it out, so
I think that counts.
yeah.
Okay.
He's at least
Cool.
smaller than you.
Right.
Yeah, and at a disadvantage.
And was at a disadvantage at the time. Yep. And finally, Darren.
Exchange a sacrifice freely given for a service rendered.
This is the worst one.
Yeah. I think I can if I can make a little action with Lyak on the way back. He's going to deliver her like a little like a little butterfly necklace, probably made out of iridescent feathers.
Okay.
It's a.
I'm confused about this after I did that to you last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I forgive you.
Oh, thank you, Ro.
So the sacrifice.
I'm very sorry.
The sacrifice was the pineapple grenade and the what's it called? And service rendered is forgiveness.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Sure.
I think I would encourage you to we should chat about that that one because it is the least sensible one. It's really hard to deal with.
It's tough.
Yeah. And I don't mind if you take one from another playbook or something if you want to do that.
I think there's a big list of them for of alignments in the Dungeon Roll book, so I might have a look at those then.
Yep. Cool. Well then, did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
A river.
Nature.
We didn't really overcome the radishes. What about the grenades?
No.
No. Okay.
Monster or enemy is the specific thing. Did we loot a memorable treasure though?
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Did we discover something new and fantastic?
Field full of radish skulls.
The Nodcap tree is full of those birds that grant prophecy.
Yeah, I mean, it was at least last night. You found out about the birds, and you found the field full of radishes. So yeah, that's 2 XP from those questions.
Sweet.
And 1 away from leveling up.
And did we return to town broken, battered, and in need of care?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
And in which case, the fortunes are at maximum. Cool. Excellent. So, let's do some shoutouts and wrap it up. Starting with Carrie.
Yep. So yeah. I'm on Twitch and Twitter as insomniac_red. You can follow me both of those places. I sometimes stream video games, although lately I've been a bit bad with that because every time I think of streaming, I discover that other cute people are streaming and end up watching those instead. But I'll try to get back into that. Yeah. I'm wanting to get back into that though. So stay tuned. And yeah, my non-capitalist shoutouts. I don't really have one this week.
You don't have to if you don't have one. You're welcome to if you want to. But,
actually, yes, I can think of something. Trust in the people around you, the people in your life to like if you're anxious about something, if there's anything worrying you, trust that you can talk to other people, like that the people closest to you are not going to be judging or that they'll support you and yeah, you can open up. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Hi, so I'm Aaron. If you want to follow me for some reason, you can do so at, if you go to Twitter, it's at @theroadvirus_. If you're into pictures of me or the food I cook or listen to me flirt with people or watch, I guess, promoting other queer indie tabletop people. I also have a Twitch channel, which is whatever. It's the Road Virus with underscores between the words. If you want to help me pay for trans surgery stuff, you can go to gofundme.com/AaronGetsGRS. If you want to check out the podcast that I'm on, where we do interviews with a bunch of cool people, like we interviewed Ash, and some campaigns and stuff, you can check out that D&D podcast on Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And my non-capitalist shout out for today is, as busy as life may be, take the time to take care of yourself, because the best way that you're able to help others is by having your shit a little figured out.
Cool. Ray.
Hi. You can follow me on Twitter at RayLVisser. I almost went to go check. Or rayvisser.itch.io to play some old video games I made back in early high school. And my non-capitalist shout out is it's currently 1:30 a.m. for me, and so I was like, looking forward to this all day, but then mid-afternoon I was like, man, I'm feeling tired. And then I went out for a bike ride and I felt great afterwards. So like if you're not feeling it, I know it can be hard a lot of the time to actually get up and do it, but if you can afford to exercise for a little bit, that helps so much.
Yep. Awesome.
See, I was so sure you were gonna say naps, and it was the complete opposite.
Yeah, the opposite of a nap.
If I nap, it throws me off for the rest of the day. So
yeah. And Darren.
Hi, I'm Darren. I'm a game designer and other stuff. You can find me on Twitter at Alchemy and Ink, on Twitch at Alchemy and Ink, and my blog at worldsofink.blogspot.com. Also, if you're interested in like Dungeon World stuff, maybe keep an eye on my Twitter for this next week. I might be releasing something like an actual thing.
That's exciting.
Yes. And I might be streaming tomorrow. Some Stardew Valley.
Cool.
Yeah.
Us too.
Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff.
I'll try and finagle it so it's not overlapping.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. And my non-capitalist shout out is, hey, you know that thing you've been putting off? You should go do it. Because, you can... Self-care is easier when you have your shit together.
Yeah, fair. Nice.
At least, in my experience. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I've been Ash. I've been your GM and your host. This is my channel. You can find me at Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr, and Patreon at ACEGIAK, ACEGIAK. Or you can hit the follow button here, which is up there. If you want to catch more of this stuff, we'll be back tomorrow night with some Blades in the Dark, and then we play a bunch of digital games as well. So we might be playing some Harvest Moon tomorrow morning. We'll see. And otherwise play Harvest Moon, No Man's Sky, Caves of God, all sorts of things. So yeah.
You keep saying Harvest Moon. Do you mean?
I mean Stardew Valley. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
And also, I'm tired. Other than that, thank you all so much for joining us today. It's been an absolutely lovely time. And we will catch you later. Bye.